Hi guys, welcome to another video, and today we're going to be looking at parallel circuits. On the board here, I've drawn an example of what a parallel circuit looks like. And as you can see, in a parallel circuit, there are two loops, or there could be more. This is different from a series circuit because in a series circuit, there's only one loop. Whereas in a parallel circuit, there are multiple paths for the current to travel. Well, let's take a look first of all at how current is affected by a parallel circuit. If you remember that our cell provides the push or the force for the electrons to travel around this circuit, and we can see here that as the electrons flow around the circuit to the ammeter, we have a reading of 2 amps. Now at this junction right here, there are 2 pathways for the current to go. We use an ammeter at each pathway to measure the current that's flowing through that pathway. And you can see here that we have a current reading of 1.5 amps for this ammeter, and we have a 0.5 amps for this ammeter in this branch. Well, quite simply, that tells us that in a parallel circuit, current splits up. Now, as current splits up, the reason we get this difference in current is due to the size of the resistor. If a resistor has a bigger resistance, well, that means less current can flow, or there'll be a smaller current. So looking at this diagram on the board, this tells us that this resistor must have a smaller resistance than this resistor, because this one let more current pass through. We can also work out potential difference, and potential difference changes in a parallel circuit. For example, if we was to use a voltmeter to measure the potential difference of this cell, we may get a reading of something like 6 volts. Now in a parallel circuit, if we measure the potential difference across this resistor, and we measure the potential difference across this resistor, we would also find that the potential difference here would also read 6 volts. And the potential difference across this resistor would also read 6 volts. This tells us that in a parallel circuit, potential difference stays the same. In your exam, you could be asked to calculate current potential difference or the resistance of these different resistors. Recall the equation that we've looked at in the past, where I is equal to the current, and that's measured in amps. V is the potential difference, and that's measured in volts, and R is a measurement of resistance, and that's measured in ohms. Remember guys, you should be able to rearrange that equation into the triangle, because in your exam they could ask you to calculate current, potential difference or resistance. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in and stay in touch for another video.